Yesterday, King Charles pulled aside Jensen Huang at St. James's Palace with 3 words: "I need to talk to you." Then the King of England handed the CEO of the world's most valuable company a letter about AI safety from a 2023 summit at Bletchley Park. This wasn't a funding round or product launch. It was 7 engineers receiving the Queen Elizabeth Prize for Engineering, which is basically the Nobel Prize for making things that actually work. It is November 6th, 2025, and you're watching The Threat Report. King Charles presented the 2025 Queen Elizabeth Prize for Engineering to 7 people who built the foundations of modern machine learning. The recipients split a £500,000 prize, about $620,000 US. Jensen Huang and Bill Daly from NVIDIA were honored for developing the hardware platforms that run machine learning algorithms, specifically the GPU architecture that made training large neural networks economically feasible. Geoffrey Hinton, Yoshua Bengio, John Hopfield, and Jan LeCun received recognition for the algorithmic breakthroughs: neural networks, backpropagation, deep learning frameworks, and convolutional networks. Fei-Fei Li, the only woman among the recipients, was honored for ImageNet, the dataset that proved neural networks could learn to see when given enough labeled training examples. What makes this ceremony notable is the AI safety conversation that dominated it. Huang told reporters the king approached him saying he needed to talk, then handed him a copy of Charles's speech from the 2023 AI Safety Summit at Bletchley Park. According to Huang, the king believes deeply in AI's capability to revolutionize the UK and the world, but wanted to remind the engineers that the technology can be used for good or evil. Huang said he'd read the letter thoroughly, then mentioned he uses multiple AI models every day, taking answers from one model and asking another to critique them. He advised everyone to adopt that cross-validation approach rather than trusting a single model's output. Fei-Fei Li spoke briefly about her conversation with Charles, saying he's friendly and aware of the technology's human impact. She framed AI as a double-edged sword with enormous potential for healthcare, education, and manufacturing, but real risks around job displacement, industry disruption, and deepfakes. Li immigrated from China at 15, majored in physics at Princeton, and had what she called a defining moment around 2000 when she shifted toward the science of intelligence. Her work on ImageNet established that high-quality datasets matter as much as algorithms and hardware for training effective models, the third pillar of modern machine learning alongside compute and architecture. The broader context here is recognition timing. These 7 engineers have been working on neural networks and machine learning for decades. Hinton and Hopfield published foundational papers in the 1880s. LeCun developed convolutional networks in the late 80s and early 90s. Bengio advanced deep learning theory through the 2000s. Huang co-founded NVIDIA in 1993 and spent 30 years building GPU technology before it became the infrastructure layer for AI. Fei-Fei Li created ImageNet in 2009, and now, in 2025, they're receiving what the Royal Academy of Engineering calls one of the most prestigious prizes in the field, a recognition that these contributions have moved from academic research to fundamental infrastructure reshaping industries globally. The ceremony also presented the 2024 prizes to Andrew Garrett and Henrik Steisdal for wind turbine technology, emphasizing engineering's role in addressing climate and energy challenges. Previous Q Prize winners include the engineers who developed the internet in 2013 and researchers who created the world's strongest magnets in 2022. The prize runs in its 12th year now, having honored 26 engineers total, whose work has impacted billions of lives. Lord Valence, chair of the foundation, said this year's laureates addressed complex challenges through interdisciplinary collaboration, uniting algorithms, hardware, and data to revolutionize artificial intelligence across industries and economies. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.